just want to make sure that everything we do here from here on out sounds current. So I just want to hear some stuff so I can just get in my zone and just go.
But you said we're doing this for your monologue, something like that. So what, like, tell me about that. What's going on with that?
Philip is not only my husband, but I know that he's a great music director. With Fred saying he doesn't have the musical experience, that's kind of a good thing on a personal side for me, because I've never been produced to actually do a monologue. So if he can help, why not?
What are you guys actually doing?
The monologue is basically the talking part, but we have to have a song prepared. Mine's is gonna deal with things that help me push through everything that I've been through in my past to get me to where I am. Mine is basically gonna be about rebirth. I don't wanna reintroduce myself because people already know who I am. So I wanna be reborn. I don't want them to honestly know the old me. They'll remember her and be like, oh, okay, but I wanna show the maturity level, but I don't want it to sound like I'm doing a boat cruise, no shade. My concept for my monologue is like a funeral that leads to a rebirth. I'm a new woman. I've come a long way. So I used to cuss you out, now I just cuss you out a little bit. We got a birth, y'all.
So I'm gonna play it. I'm just saying, this is something that you...
I already have the whole song. You don't have to play anything, but that's the one that I want. So label it monologue, M-O, no log. I'm telling you, that's the one. Because I already know. It's just like...
1, 2,
like this, look. Look what I did. This success is, I can say, what a bitch. They been hating ever since I was a kid. They been hating before I hatched. Let me tell you how I live. It ain't a game. Am I wrong for living cause of the fame? Am I wrong cause I wanna change the game? I did it before, now it's that time again. I ain't talking about you, I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about these other chicks, please look at me. Been through the rain, been through the pain, been through the millions. I was flat, I don't care, but money stacked like 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Man, you could already see everybody like, that's my right there, bitch. I already know. That's gonna break the ice, and that's gonna break the monotony of, you know, and still I rise. Man, I be one. I know I can sing. I know I have a voice. I know I can motivate. I can move crowds. I'm one of the greatest. I see the list of the people that they consider icons and legends, and I'm like, I sing better than at least 8 of them. And I have a better personality. I have better home training. Damn it, I'm better. So it's time for the world to see.
Sound like you got a good first verse, but you need to write some stuff down for your second verse.
How about you write the second verse?
And I'm going to tell you right now.
And that doesn't have to be long.
But your hand, it stinks so bad. What did you scratch? I didn't want to say nothing. It was like, and I was like, ooh, this hand is stinking.
I was scratching my foot.
It smelled like foot so bad. I was like,
I bet y'all make it
it's so speedy in it.
Come on in. Hi
Hello,
there.
hi.
Come on in. How are you?
Dr.
Sehekian.
Thank you.
Oh, you got it.
So I am seeking advice today because I want to have a child. I didn't really wait to have a child. It just didn't happen for me. But I'm not giving up on that. That dream never goes away. The desire never leaves me. So I wanted to see what Dr. S has to offer.
You know, I'm an infertility specialist.
That's why I'm here.
That sounds good. So basically, my job is to get a feel of there is a problem, why you can't get pregnant, and give you some suggestions of treatment.
Yes, because I have issues. So
You have issues?
I need
Okay.
your help.
So first I want to ask you a few questions, and then we'll go.
Sure. I'm not going to throw my opportunity away or something that I desire just because I feel like I'm too old. If I was 81, I would say, heck yeah, I'm too old. I'm 57, I'm too old. But right now, I'm still at the age where I can do this. 47 is not too old.
Women are born with a set number of eggs. Those eggs you were born with, you're going to run out. Unfortunately, before you run out of eggs, you run out of the good eggs sooner. So what happens are, I hate to make this analogy, but eggs kind of get rotten. as they're staying out there. It sucks. I know.
So I have rotten eggs. That's what you're saying. I have
Yeah,
rotten.
kind of in a nutshell, at 47, I know.
This is very serious for me. So when you're telling me things like, your eggs are rotten, yeah, it's like, who wants to hear that? I'm sorry. I have a beautiful body. I feel good inside and out. And God does not make mistakes.
Now, you can get pregnant in your 50s.
Right.
Using someone else's eggs. With your own eggs, the odds are going to be very, very, very small. But you can get an egg donor. It could be a younger sister, it could be somebody you know, or it could be an agency. I have to give you all...
This is crazy.
Crazy.
Now, let me ask you, if it is an egg, does that mean that I have the personality and the traits and the look of that child being that person's egg? Like,
correct.
No. Having a donor egg from someone else implanted in my body with my boyfriend's sperm does not sound fun. First of all, it's not fun doing it because we're not doing it.
If egg donation is not an option, I hate to put it this way, but the road might end here. So you might say, okay, that's fine, you know, I can go on, I'll go adopt. Or you might say, no, I want to try. Regardless, my odds are very small, less than 1%, whatever they are, I want to try.
Yeah, because I never give up. I know the odds are against me, but you don't have to sit there and say, you're doomed.
I'm sorry, but I have to be honest. I have to tell you the truth because you're here for information and has to be truthful.
Sure. I will weigh those odds and decide from there. I may have had problems, but I am still capable of conceiving, and I believe that and will always believe that. Thank you again for your time.
My pleasure. Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Good, great idea.
All right.
All right.
What's up? What's up?
I was about to lead in the word of prayer.
Let's do that.
There's nothing wrong with that. We can do that.
that.
We can do that. Bless us.
Bless us, child.
Well, we have all agreed to come back and see Fred together to fairly give him an opportunity to stand up to the scrutiny of all of the ladies. Some of the ladies are comfortable with him, but again, I don't know him. Dawn doesn't know him. It's feeling a little uneven right now and a little unsure, but we got to figure this thing out.
So, ladies, what consensus? We working? What's where your heads at?
The ladies feel comfortable with you so far. I guess they've all had, the four of them have had
He's all we know.
several sessions with
So
you.
it's like...
Right, but Kelly and I are just still in the dark,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. No, I mean, I totally get that.
Last alleged rehearsal, nothing happened.
So you're rehearsing us?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Well,
when did you come on board?
I've been on board for about 2 weeks now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Kelly gets up and walks out. Everybody's feeling some type of way. So hopefully something works out at the new meeting because we don't have much time to get these monologues written, rehearsed, and ready.
You know, it's your guys' call. I mean, I don't know kind of where your heads are right now, or...
I don't even know how to move on because I don't even know what the heck I'm going to say in my monologue. I wrote down 6 pages of words, and I don't even want to hear all this crap.
Well, you feel comfortable just kind of talking about it a little bit? You want to go through it?
I mean, I will, but I don't even want to go first.
What's wrong with that?
That would put you in the position of directing, and we have not yet decided whether or not that's what you're here for.
Okay, that's a good point.
Really? Really? And I'm like, damn it, if we don't get to rehearse it, I'm out here. I'll monologue from my toilet and put it on social cam. Don't play with me.
The playing field is not level right now.
Right.
It was always in my mind that we would always be together with whomever we were working with.
Okay.
Kelly doesn't trust Fred. She didn't have to trust Fred. Honestly, you have to trust yourself in the moment. That's who you trust.
So even if it was someone new, we all start in the same place.
Right.
And that's important.
Right. So let's start there then.
The problem is every person, no matter who you bring in, all 6 of us are not going to know.
Right. Well, maybe you guys need to decide that if you have somebody else, because you said you have somebody else in mind, right?
Yeah, but I'm also very concerned with how the ladies feel as well.
She wants us to go with someone we don't know. And that's only still one person who knows who you chose. That's not okay. Do you think that he's going to press us a place that you're not comfortable with? I don't think anybody can do that.
Is this what you want to do? Are you dead set on wanting to do this particular
That's
monologue
the question
thing?
of the day.
If it's, some resentment about getting things out,
then maybe that's something you also need to figure out.
It's not just that, but it's also being comfortable with the direction and making sure that it's portrayed in a way
Tastefully.
And that comes with back to our question is if
Right,
you
if
are
I'm the guy.
Okay.
Can I give you an example?
Yes.
I want to talk about remembering 3 years ago that I was molested at 3 years old by my cousin when my mother left me to go in the hospital to have my baby sister. Can I trust you to bring that out of me?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
You bring
How do I know that?
Because it's coming out right now. I don't know you. But it's coming out right now.
I don't know you.
But it's coming out
I don't know you. How can I trust you with the earliest tragic memory of my life?
But you know what?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying.
I need to be able to trust you that if I get to a point and I get stuck, I need to be able to trust you to say, go there, Kelly!
She just gets straight Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, Staten Island, everything on him. And I feared for his life. I prayed under my breath.
Coming up on R&B Divas.
Can we bring in my guy? Am I making sense?
We gotta do something, yo.
Okay, can I give you an example?
Yes.
I want to talk about remembering 3 years ago that I was molested at 3 years old by my cousin when my mother left me to go in the hospital to have my baby sister. Can I trust you to bring that out of me?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
You bring
How do I know that?
Because it's coming out right now.
I don't know you.
But it's coming out right now.
I don't know you.
I don't know. I might have left if it was me, if it were me in that position. I might have been like, you know what? People, figure it out.
But I don't know you. How can I trust you with the earliest tragic memory of my life?
But you know what?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying.
I need to be able to trust you that if I get to a point and I get stuck, I need to be able to trust you to say, go there, Kelly!
Right.
When Kelly gets up, I think that's when I was like, okay, this is not going to work with Fred. I don't know.
I believe she was being extremely confrontational. It's not right. It wasn't right.
What are you doing right now? You just went there.
I took myself there.
Exactly. That's the start right there.
But if I get stuck,
we start right there.
Can I trust you to take me there and can I be safe? Can I feel safe with you?
Yes, you can.
I don't know you.
Well, that's the thing about it, Kel. That's why we have these, rehearsals and workshops to kind of just get to know each other so you can know me. We do have, time is short. Time is short.
Nothing's moving forward. We're on a time limit. I got kids. We gotta do something, yo. Fast!
I'm a little nervous. I thought that people have like at least a year to prepare for these things, and we had 3 weeks. But, Lord willing, we work it out.
I have a suggestion. And honestly, ladies, tell me how you feel about this. It's not uncommon that an actor directs a film that they act in. Can we bring in my guy? And perhaps we direct through a director? Am I making sense?
Excuse me, if Kelly was to bring in her director, that would be even more of a catch-up situation. We'd have to all of us would have to catch up at that point.
But the whole thing is, that's who you're comfortable with. That's the point. We're talking about how we can connect one another to make telling our stories easier. It does help that it's 6 of us and we're not out there by ourselves.
I'm comfortable talking to you.
Yeah.
Because we've had private conversations, we've had conversations with the ladies. I don't have a problem sitting down and telling y'all that stuff. Because there's a level of safety in this right here.
It's about us and whether or not we're going to be able to stand together and then as 6 and as 2 and as 3 singing each other's songs. We really have it. We really have it.
We got to put our business hats on because it's coming down to crunch time and we got to just make a decision collectively so that we can move forward.
We just need someone to go like this and then go, no, someone to go like that.
Idea.
Baby. Well, it is a good idea.
Well, what can we do to make it comfortable? Because there's a way you can share.
The only way to make it comfortable is you have to start writing it down and talk about it. You ladies should talk about whether if you want to venture into this at all.
Well, honestly, Fred has already been there. So for me, I'd prefer it to just be Fred.
If it's not a place that you want to go to and you're not ready to go there, then that makes it a little difficult.
I'm trying to figure out where I lost control of this situation.
Whether we have this person here, either way it has to get done.
see you clean everything, or whoever cleans up the best gets to jump the most times.
Mo, it was a mess today. It was a mess today, though. And that's why Kelly was so upset. That's why she started crying, because she felt like it was the wrong, she shouldn't have done it.
When she said maybe this was a bad idea, like my whole heart dropped. I am with Dawn talking about the last rehearsal. I am concerned about why we're not rehearsing. Because I don't want to get out there and make a fool of myself. I don't want all my work to be in vain, but I was just like, I'm just ready to really move forward everything, but I can't go to another rehearsal and not rehearse.
Exactly.
It gets frustrating when you plan your day to rehearse and you actually don't. Because I'm so used to not rehearsing, when I actually do show up to rehearsal, guess what you think she want to do? She wants to rehearse. If this is what's set before me, if this is ordered, that's all I know.
Exactly.
So if this is the person we're going to use, then cool. But my whole thing is like, and it's not even a beef with Kelly. It's like, if this is your dream, then you should have had the people who was going to produce us from the beginning with them, because then when we bring in somebody new, or they bring in somebody new.
She was upset because a new person was there, but she should have
That's her defense mechanism, because, you know, it's just like, she just wants to make sure everything is right. But from my standpoint, it's like, I've seen the guy 4 times.
You know, it's good to get all this stuff out, but it has to be done right, and it has to be done where we all feel comfortable. And you guys had some great ideas. I don't even know, like...
but we don't have a lot of time. So the great ideas are cool, but with time of the essence, great ideas can roll off.
Don't remind me, please. I'm just like...
We got 2.5, 3 weeks left, because tomorrow starts a new week. I'm always wondering, how much time do I have to prepare? Because I have a life outside of being Little Mo. Like, I'm someone's mom. Well, I'm 4 people's mom. One person's wife. Then they talking about we got like a couple of weeks. I don't know how it's going to pan out. I mean, it has no choice but to pan out for the best, because if not, we might as well just do a big old concert, and everybody going to be like, oh, okay, that's what's up.
I'd rather do that than...
play myself.
Exactly.
Coming up on R&B Divas.
Okay, can you excuse us for a second?
What do you need me to leave
You
for?
excuse yourself.
Once she's on 10, it's hard to calm Miss Sophia down. That's just how she is.
Thank
Ladies,
you.
we have a show to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, nice of you to join the class today.
How you doing?
All right, good. Kelly, you join us? You hop up and join us?
What are you doing?
We're about to talk and kind of go over, you know, the show.
We don't have nothing to show for anything, because the last alleged rehearsal, nothing happened. So I'm pumped, I'm ready and set.
And talk about why Claudette's not here. She had a family emergency.
Okay, I didn't know that. I do know that Dawn isn't going to make it today. She also had an emergency.
Yeah.
But Michelle A. isn't here, and I don't like for everybody to be here. That's kind of been the problem. We haven't really been able to get together, all 6 of us at one time, to have the conversation, and I've been trying to avoid having the conversation over and over and over again, but I'm going to have the conversation with them.
I know you guys are still trying to figure out names, but so far, you guys are Not Your Mama Monologues was one of the titles y'all were
Not Your
thinking about?
Mama's Monologue.
Not Your Mama's Monologues.
If we don't find something else, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we all like
Kelly.
that one, for sure.
Okay, can you excuse us for a second?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you excuse yourself?
Oh, you need me to? Well, I really want to hold this session because we don't have time.
Okay,
Kelly.
can you excuse yourself?
What do you need me to leave for? If you don't mind me asking.
Because I need to speak to them.
Okay, ladies.
Please don't address them without addressing me, and I'm going to ask you again to excuse yourself.
Kelly,
Thank you.
I am.
Thank
Ladies,
you.
we have a show to do.
Thank
So
you.
I'm just letting you know that we're on a
Thank
time
you.
clock, all right?
I know Kelly, and once she's on 10, it's hard to calm Miss Sophia down. That's just how she is.
Just give us a couple minutes.
Couple minutes.
Actually, that's probably not good, because if we don't all end up not wanting you here, you're not going to be here. All I ask you to do is excuse yourself.
And I am, Kelly. I just want to let them know.
Okay,
that
but you're
we're
not talking to them. We're all in the room.
I'm going to go step out.
Thank you. That's what I asked you.
Every time he speaks, she interrupts him. And I don't think we're going anywhere until she says what she has to say.
I really wish everybody was here. I took some notes after we last met with each other. I heard somebody say I didn't bring this idea. I heard you say I didn't bring this idea. Yeah, that's not true. I brought it to you first. and then to the other ladies. And the level of input I asked was a lot because I feel like if it's something that we're all going to do, we should all be involved. This is something that I believe can be major and it can be huge. If we can't get past the bickering process, it's not going to happen. This is just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And if I don't do something, we thought we had tension before, it's about to get absolutely crazy. I stay in my lane. My lane in this is the person that brought the idea to the ladies. So I'm developing it and I am producing it, but I'm definitely not directing it. What I am going to say is that since we seem to not be able to totally agree on everything, I'm going to ask that we move forward and respect the process. What has seemed to happen is this kind of turned into a runaway train, and since there needs to be a head and we can't seem to decide, I am going to assume that position since this was what I presented. But the process would be that if I presented this idea, then I'm going to bring somebody in that I know can get it done. I have extended myself to the other ladies because they did agree to participate in this project when I brought it to them to have input creatively, but ultimately I have to make a decision, and it's Tori. So with that, I think anything with more than one head is a monster. I've decided that Tori is going to direct this, and if Fred is willing to work with Tori, then he's more than welcome to stay.
I don't know what the other head was or who was the monster, but I'm actually missing why she's so mad.
Clearly, from our last exchange, he's gotten it a little twisted, so he and I are going to have a conversation that he understands that inside of this situation, he won't speak to me as if I work for him, because I absolutely don't. I am too great for that. And I didn't get where I am today because of nobody in this room. Let's be clear. And I will be respected.
If I can respond to the first thing you said.
Absolutely.
If this ends up, well, everybody walks away because you said you did not want to do it.
I didn't say I didn't want to do it. I'm actually trying to make it work.
Every other day or two, I hear, I don't need this. I don't have to be filmed ever again. I don't need to have this, and I don't need, and I'm not sure if I even want to.
The reason why I said that was a response to what you had already said.
Which thing?
Which was, I'm not even sure I want to do this anymore. And I said, well, it can be a one-woman show.
It don't have to happen.
She had somebody in mind who she wanted to do
for real?
the job.
I'm busy. It don't have to happen.
Well, I'm not going backwards. If it be a one-woman show, then I'll do it. All of
You
our
also
ideas.
said you could do it by yourself.
I could. I said this can be a
Let me know where I
one-woman
can
show.
buy a ticket.
Really? Really? Okay. Okay, this is where we're going.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
If you want to do it by yourself, let me know where I can buy a ticket.
Coming up on R&B Divas.
What do you think happened? It was just a shift in atmosphere.
To my understanding, I guess Kelly had a different game plan.
You also said you could do it by yourself.
I could. I said this can be a
Let me know where I
one-woman
can
show.
buy a ticket.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
If you want to do it by yourself, let me know where I can buy a ticket.
My point is, I want to get this done.
Do you really?
Sure I do. What do you mean?
I asked you a question.
Do I really? What would be the question about that? Of course I do.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
I don't know how this is going to pan out. Historically, Shantae and Kelly are really good friends. So that's why I'm not going to come in between. I don't know what's going to go down. I know either somebody going to get thrown or somebody going to walk out. I just pray that it ends amicably.
The problem is you come in with an attitude all the time. That really is the problem.
Really? The problem is that you're talking stuff behind people's back.
I don't talk nothing behind your back that I won't say to you.
I wish you would, because we
There
both
is
know how I
nothing.
get down. I'm very upfront.
And I have nothing to be afraid or
Then
ashamed of.
please say what you
What is it that you
feel.
want? What do you want me to say?
Please say what you feel.
I don't say anything I don't mean, and if I said something about her, I say it to her face, and I have no qualms about saying what I think.
You are acting crazy in here. You jumped up in this man's face, and you had confrontation with him. That was unnecessary, and it was disrespectful. He didn't have anything to do with
Why don't you ask me
it.
what that was?
Go
Ask me
ahead. What was it, Kelly?
It was a dramatic moment.
Dramatic moment.
Clearly it worked, because you're talking about it.
Oh, that's really exciting. It was disrespectful.
Okay, well, that's the way you took it.
I just want to rehearse. That's it.
You know, I mean, if that's what you got from it, take that and run.
I'm not running anywhere. I'm actually right here.
Who's being combative now?
No, I said I'm right here to work.
Who's being combative now?
Nothing's moving forward. We're on a time limit.
I'm not being combative at all, but I'm not going to be punked either. And I'm not going to be accused of being two-faced, actually, is what you said.
You know, we met 6 months ago, and here we are talking about a child so soon. I mean, it's kind of weird.
Not really.
No?
No.
I was not at the rehearsal the other night because of this fertility problem.
People can spend a whole life together and never get to that point where we are right now.
That's true. Chris and I are getting together tonight so I can fill him in on Dr. S. He also wants to have children. He's 48, I'm 47. We're old together, but we want to do this and we know we're capable.
What does he want you to do?
He said my eggs were rotten.
Did he pick a cliff for you to jump off to?
I told him I'm going to jump out the window. He said, well, these don't open. Well, I left Dr. S.'s office. I really was depressed. He can go straight to hell. I'm going to just say it straight up. When I was driving home, it was just like, wow, I have rotten eggs, really? Like, that's just hopeless. How could you even say that? I like to find the odds. You know me. I don't listen to anybody tell me that I can't. When you tell me I can, I'm going to prove you that I can and show you exactly what you were wrong about. So I can't wait to go back to his office and say, ha-ha, you know, you didn't know what you were talking about.
I had a vision of us having 2 children. 1 boy, 1 girl.
I think it's 2 girls, but whatever.
No, 1 boy, 1 girl.
2 girls.
Unless one's in drag, it's a girl.
2
It's
girls.
It's a boy.
2 normal girls.
Don't argue. It's a boy and a girl.
I think Chris will make a great father because he is funny, he is giving, he is caring, he takes his time, he's extremely patient. Chris is going to be a great father because he gets it. We get each other.
We have 2 options affordable to us right now. Well, 3 actually. Number 1, we explore every single form of fertility out there.
Yes.
Number 2, we go to see what it's like to adopt. And number 3, we just steal one of Madonna's babies. I mean, she's never going to know. I mean, she has a crap load of them, and, you know.
Stupid. This is rare to have somebody that actually loves me, and so now I feel like it's my time, and there's someone here that wants to be with me, that thinks the world of me. And I'm going to cry, but he believes in me. And he doesn't care if the odds are against us to have a child. He wants to try. I just pray that we're blessed in that way. I like the fact that we have options, but I wanted to try the holistic route because, to me, they have a less stringent approach.
It's to the point right now where we just need to focus, be positive, and make it happen. In the meantime, we can have one heck of a lot of fun just trying naturally, you know?
You like that part?
Oh, more than you know. I just want to try, and I just want to try.
Nasty. You're right.
Oh, you have never noticed?
Eggs.
You never noticed?
You gotta hit a home run.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
You're Fred. Fred Thomas Jr., all right? Hey, Mo, how are you?
Chillin', man. How you?
I'm good, Mama. How you? All right?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, this is my husband.
Nice to finally
I know
meet
you
you.
never met him. Philip is not only my husband, he's a great music director. I feel if you producing something, you should have your own musical person with you. Duh. Am I wrong? I didn't know if I was going to ever see you again.
Yeah.
Because after you had tipped out, I was like, y'all done ran Fred off. Nah, but what do you think happened? It was just a shift in the atmosphere.
To my understanding, I guess Kelly had a different game plan than everybody. I guess, I don't know. You know, I'm coming in, you know, thinking that we're all on the same page. So I guess she had
Kelly
a different
didn't know
game.
that he was a producer.
Well,
So how did you resolve it? What was
well, I mean, well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
He left.
Yeah, my thing was like, they needed to be on the same page.
I never had a reason not to trust Fred. When someone comes to me with their credentials and their bio, I'm just like, hey, if he lying, he flying, and I ain't seen a bird all day. But from a business sense, I'm rocking with him.
So, you know, one of the reasons I just wanted to kind of see where your head was as far as, like, the process now, since after what happened Saturday.
Like, where are we? I don't know where we are, I would say production-wise, because I told the girls, I said, no disrespect, I'm not going to keep on coming to rehearsal not rehearsing. Right. I know we do the breathing exercise, we close our eyes, we pray, whatever, and...
Right. Well, my whole plan Saturday was to rehearse. You know, I told you guys we coming in, we're going to do monologues. So when that whole situation happened, it was like I totally understand where everybody had.
Why'd you leave?
Because I figured y'all needed to be on the same page. Like, because there was no way that I can get you then to come on the stage and do monologues when everybody was kind of discombobulated.
Well, aren't you like supposed to be like the boss or in charge? Like, how could you not get us on the same page? I don't understand. Like, I'm not understanding who's in charge.
Coming up on R&B Divas.
Hello? Hey, Tori. Obviously, if Tori came in as the producer, I would definitely be more comfortable working with him. And so, since I brought this to the table, I'll make the decision.
My whole plan Saturday was to rehearse. You know, I told you guys we're going to do monologues.
Well, aren't you like supposed to be like the boss or in charge? Like, how could you not get us on the same page? I don't understand. Like, I'm not understanding who's in charge. Kelly asked Fred to leave. He left. This one right here wouldn't have left. I wouldn't have left. You ain't gonna talk to me any old kind of way.
I thought I was in charge at first until this Kelly situation came on board.
Okay.
If you guys want to do this performance and you want to consider me to be that guy for that performance, then I'm here for that because that's what I came to do.
I've never done this before, so I'm taking this real serious.
Right.
I'm willing to see this thing all the way through because I'm not a quitter. Because this is something I've never done before. So I'm a virgin to this. I'm popping my cherry with this. So I'm ready to go all the way through. If I have to be up there by myself, at least in monologues, the first 2 letters, Mo, that would be me. I got your back. I'm Team Fred.
Okay.
But I can't be like, well, Fred. Like, I can't play both sides of the fence. When I'm coming in for this one right here.
Good.
This is, I have 4 children. I have a husband. Her monologue, her piece is for her. After my 5th or 6th rehearsal, I don't feel like starting from scratch. I think we should just work on something else and we should just stick with Fred.
So, the music portion of it. We had talked about trying to get a music director on board. I know that you're a musical director. At least I wanted to, you know, reach out and entertain if that's something you may be interested in working with us.
I'm definitely interested.
It wouldn't just be her songs, it would be
It's
5, it's like 7 songs altogether.
7 songs. I mean, I don't even know what your time frame look like. 7 songs ain't.
We have 3 weeks.
Yeah, so
we have 3 weeks.
That ain't no lot of time.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence. We got to get to going. And at the end of the day, there's a monologue, there's a show that must be produced. So again, even if my mother has to be flown out here to produce, if Vagabond off the street has to do it, can we please rehearse? Damn!
Yeah, welcome aboard, and I'm glad we all on the same page, so let's knock it out.
All right, go with it.
All right, that's cool.
Can we take like a quick 5?
Hello?
Hey, Tori.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Obviously, if Tori came in as the producer, I would definitely be more comfortable working with him. And so, since I brought this to the table, I'll make the decision. I'm doing a stage play with the other ladies that is going to be like a monologue type situation that kind of tell our life stories and will weave our music in between. And I'm really creative when it comes to putting stuff like this together, but I by no means am a director. I would love it if you would come and handle this situation for me, because I know it could be great and you're the person for it.
You know, when you call, no, there is no no.
It's the vibe of God.
yeah.
I'm excited that he said yes. It's kind of short notice, but Tori is the person for this job. Based on what I've been talking to them about, the things that have happened in their life and the things that they have decided very bravely to share, I feel like they will be safe with you because they're coming off of things that they've never talked about before. I have brought the absolute best to the table.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Okay.
So I'll be there.
Okay.
ASAP.
Okay. Bye-bye. I'm running this rehearsal now. This is my call.
Coming up on R&B Divas.
But I got some Timberlands, Vaseline, and a straight edge.
You gonna kill somebody?
I don't want to fight anybody.
Well, for this particular scene, it would just be,
So we're just playing other characters when... Oh, okay.
When you're
Stay put.
singled out.
Stay put. And you,
Okay.
when she
Hey,
sings,
Kelly. How you doing? How you doing? All right? All right?
Hello. He's here.
How are you?
Well, all right.
Kelly walks in with Tori Russell. I didn't expect that.
How is everybody?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, my God.
I've asked Tori, and Tori is my choice. I've pretty much made that decision, so I'm my own boss. But I got some Timberlands,
I know that's right.
some Vaseline, and a straight edge.
We all know what Timberlands and Vaseline stand for. That's good.
Damn.
You gonna kill somebody?
All right.
I know what grease and Timberlands mean. Take your earrings off, grease your face, so if anybody hits you, it slides off. The Timberlands are for kicking.
Have you ever seen a Timberland mark? That's serious. It's serious.
She was directing the Timberland Vaseline thing towards me.
All right. So, top of the show, Act 1, Scene 2. All 6 ladies are on stage. This is what we're doing. These are who the players are. Next segment is about drugs and sex. Next segment is about dogs and cats. And then the third segment is about death.
I don't think the intro should be quite that long. I mean, the little section probably won't be longer than, I would say, 5 minutes or something like that, if that.
Well, it depends on what you do with it. And here's the thing.
It was a little weird. He sits down and really starts being aggressively controlling in the actual rehearsal. He's like, oh, so what's first? What's second? How long is the sing? Da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. So I'm trying to go with the flow, but it's difficult.
All right, today the ladies are going to be coming out in a couple of seconds. Let's have you all take your seats. And we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I think what would need to happen is that we would have to script out the dialogue, and then the dialogue along with the songs, then we'll have a better time frame of how long that section is.
Kelly's texting most of the time during this rehearsal, not really making eye contact with any of us. So maybe she was making some notes.
One of the things that I think may make this powerful is if you all are consistently behind your sisters.
No, I don't think so. I think what we're doing is we're going to be at the table.
So we're all talking about different things at different times.
So how do we make it all make sense? Because as far as Tori coming in right now in the game, he's more on Kelly's team than he is everybody else's team. But for this right here, I'm already accustomed to Fred. So it's like, I can't do the back and forth. That's like you dating 2 people at the same time.
Okay, so obviously at the top, we're talking about and dealing with church.
You got current events before that, right? Current events before that?
He is trying to change things that have been decided upon in prior rehearsals. It wasn't hostile, but it was very, take over.
Let's not start from the beginning of intermission. Let's start from the beginning of the show and go to intermission. So
that's easier said than done.
Are you directing or are you directed? Because we have to figure this out. Well, one thing we've been having a problem is establishment of positions. Because I've been with him the longest. I met you once, but I've been with Fred the longest. So I feel safe, because if you try something.
Now they are actually having reservations about my team of people coming in, but I just don't care because I brought this to the table. I'll make the decision.
I would love to work with you.
This train is moving. I'm sorry, it's moving with or without Kelly.
Next time on R&B Divas.
We are celebrating my girl Kelly Watson's 40th birthday party.
I haven't seen Kelly since she pulled out the Timberlands and the Vaseline.
I'm still trying to have a good time, but I don't think she should be here.
The Timberlands and the Vaseline, was that supposed to be for me?
Did I direct them at you? I had a bag full of props.
That wasn't honest. I don't believe that.
You trying it right now.
Really, Mo?
You
Are
trying
you
it right there.
serious?
I'm dead ass
I'm not
serious.
trying anything.
I'm dead ass serious.
I'm not afraid
and if
of you.
Your ass scared.
Come on, you're a
weak for
godly
that.
woman,
You weak
aren't
for
you?
that.
Where's your
You
God
weak
right
for
now?
that.
Where's your God right now?
And I'm the wrong one to play that.
See ya.
You played yourself.
See ya.